makers aged 50 and above, because they are believed to handle most of the recyclables at home. This year, the annual outreach event was held at the open field next to the Jurong East bus interchange and officiated by Second Minister for Environment and Water Resources, Grace Fu. Residents were given some recycling tips and shown which items can be recycled. They could also exchange recyclables for cash or sign up for field trips to recycling and sorting plants. The National Heritage Board is inviting the public to be transported back to Singapore's early days through a showcase of about 50 vintage cars, motorcycles and pre-war bicycles. Take a look. The cars date back to the 1930s and 1970s. Most of them are possibly the only remaining of its kind in Singapore and are extremely rare in the region. They're on display at Tanjong Pagar Station. Called Heritage Connects, the event celebrates the old-school charm of Singapore's motoring history. It'd be good to see more of those on our roads, wouldn't it? That's all from me on Singapore Tonight. That's IT Uploaded is next after a month offline. Bye for now. Become the must-have sexy gadgets, and how Nokia, Samsung and Microsoft can leverage on each other's strengths to beat up and dent the iPhone's popularity.
The Prime Minister has appointed Education Minister Heng Swee Keat to embark on a national conversation with you on the Singapore you want to see. Join the PM and his panel as I host them in a conversation with 50 other Singaporeans.
And continue the chat with me and Senior Minister of State Lawrence Wong online at this address.
A conversation with PM Lee, Friday at 8 p.m. on Channel News Asia.
Is something a few can see. Harmony is something a few can feel.
What is it trying to say?
Their true pleasure is about sharing. Only a few can tell. Martell Cordon Bleu.
This is where I wanna be. Open spaces where I wanna be. I believe that we can soar. Just believe it.
They've served their time. They've paid their dues. The Yellow Ribbon Project is offering them a second chance. Will you?
Ex-offender can be a valuable source of manpower to meet your business need. Many employers have hired ex-offender and have good experiences. You can be one of them.
Jointly brought to you by the Yellow Ribbon Project and Channel News Asia.
That's IT Uploaded.
Hello everyone, I'm Timothy Go and thanks for hanging around for That's IT Uploaded. As you may already know, Europe's biggest consumer electronics trade show just wrapped up. And what we saw there was a trend that started at the US Consumer Electronics Show this year in January. The show floor in Berlin was flooded with tablets of all kinds. Here's a look at what you can expect at the shelves. There's no more denying the age of the tablet is here, and it is now a firmly established electronics genre. There are small tablets, large tablets, tablets that pop off a keyboard, and tablet notebook hybrids. Some run on the Android operating system, others on the new Windows 8 system. A tablet is a must if you're going to maintain your street cred with the young and the hip tech crowd. China's Lenovo created excitement with their Windows 8 hybrids. The ThinkPad tablet is a tablet 1 minute, and dock it with a keyboard, it becomes a hybrid-type device.
Running the full Windows 8 Pro platform, you have all the compatibility with legacy Windows applications. So if you're already a Windows user, you don't have to get used to a new operating system, and you can continue to use the existing applications that you already own.
Sony is also showing off its Xperia S tablet, built with an aluminum body. It is both thinner and lighter than its predecessor, the Sony Tablet S. The Xperia S tablet runs on the Android 4.0 ice cream sandwich system, but Sony promises users will be able to upgrade to the newer 4.1 Jelly Bean operating system soon. Toshiba's satellite tablet is also unique, with a keyboard that folds up, creating a notebook with one quick hand movement. The move away from traditional tablets to hybrids like those with detachable keyboards or with electronic pens for drawing is a worldwide trend, with manufacturers making sure there is something for every consumer.
It's about extending the user experience in general. From this traditional content consuming, just one direction, right, where I'm downloading content from an app store, right, into creating content.
Well, speaking of creating, Samsung created a lot of buzz at IFA when its president said its new phablet, that's phone and tablet, the Galaxy Note, will surpass the success of the existing device. This, of course, came just days after Samsung's humiliating loss to Apple in a U.S. court over its ongoing patent war. Samsung took advantage of all the media attention on it to make a series of announcements in Berlin just ahead of IFA. First came the unpacking of the widely expected Galaxy Note 2.
I'm pretty confident that the Galaxy Note 2 will surpass the success of the existing Galaxy Note.
The new Note features a thinner and slightly bigger 5.5-inch screen, powerful quad-core processor, and the latest Android Jelly Bean OS. The built-in S Pen is also longer and slightly bigger, featuring improved stylus function with over 1,000 sensitized points, letting you take notes while doing something else on it, like watching a video. The Samsung Note phablet is the second most popular smartphone after the Samsung Galaxy S, and they are not included in the list of potential U.S. sales bans. And Samsung's hoping the phablet upgrade will lift any post-Apple gloom and put it back on track.
None of these products have anything to do with that lawsuit, infringed on any of those patents. I think they've already moved on. And I think the industry has already moved on.
Samsung also took the opportunity to unveil the world's first Windows 8 smartphone, the ATIV S, which will be made available later this year. Well, Samsung's announcement upstaged Nokia's launch this week of its Windows Phone 8 Lumia 920. But it is this phone that Nokia and Microsoft bosses are billing as the flagship Windows Phone. It uses an 8.7 megapixel PureView camera technology to reduce blurring from hand motion, a bigger and brighter 4.5-inch touchscreen, and wireless charging capabilities. We will have a better review of the Lumia, the Note 2, and the ATIV S once they're all out in the market. But as hyped up as these are, by next week, everyone will be talking about the much hyped and much awaited new iPhone. So the race would really be about who gets the hardware out in the market first. All right, let's talk about something else now. Cisco system. It is ramping up connectivity on the move with something it calls the LISP technology. Channel News Asia's Rachel Kelly explains.
Working on the move is a necessity for many in today's fast-paced environment. The increasing use of virtualization in data centers has enabled a greater degree of flexibility in managing servers and workloads. In fact, catching the train or walking down the street, this is not an unusual sight. But working on the move from one place to another is not always as seamless as we would like. For example, viewing video content while shifting from a 3G network to streaming on a Wi-Fi area, you're likely to either have to restart the program or experience a pause. Well, this is one issue that global technology player Cisco is looking to combat. With the introduction of Cisco Locator ID Separation Protocol, or LISP.
When our distinguished engineer and fellow Dino came up with the concept, we realized how dramatically it could change an industry. I think it's a major mistake that high tech is doing to start to focus on patents and to slow each other down through patents and making a process that is not running well run worse.
LISP is a technology that will separate an IP address. The IP is used for both location and identity. And with two addresses, every device will be assigned an endpoint ID. So the location will change, but the ID of the device will stay the same.
So what LISP actually does is it allows users to switch from one network to another seamlessly. For example, I've got this video playing on this device on 3G at the moment. But if I click down here, I can switch to wireless, and the video will keep playing. Now, it also allows companies to switch virtual machines from one data center to another.
For many reasons, for energy conservation reasons, or for load balancing reasons, or for other reasons, if the data center administrator has the ability to actually move the server, actually it's moving the application in the form of a virtual machine, that brings a lot of extra flexibility. And all over the world, the desktop, virtual desktop infrastructure is literally moving some of these supporting virtual sessions into a local branch routers. And that significantly shortened the distance between that particular point and the data center.
Cisco adds that LISP can be gradually introduced into an existing IP network without affecting the network endpoints or hosts.
That's all for this week. Don't forget to join me on the next That's IT when I fly for more than 30 hours just to test out Wi-Fi in the sky. I'm Timothy Go. That's it.
This September, trace the cultural roots of this region's economic miracle as Nicky Muller rides off the beaten tracks in the greater Mekong states. Bicycle Diaries, born with a silver spoon but with big shoes to fill. A look into the lives of those who are next in line. A conversation with special. They are destined to raise the cachet of their family's business empires. Meet Asia's next generation of power players. On Born into Privilege, a celebration of enduring legacies this September on Channel News Asia. As historic events shape the Asia of today, one channel has got the region's biggest stories covered. Giving an exclusive look at monumental transitions.
Aung San Suu Kyi's National League for Democracy has claimed victory.
In times of catastrophe.
The twin forces of the earthquake and tsunami have left nothing in its wake.
Or political unrest.
Was the site of the bloodiest clashes between Thai troops and red shirt protesters.
Exclusive interviews with the main players of today's political arena.
Asia and Asian people will play a much